welcome back. This is your Lord and Saint Bepis. And when we last left off, we talked about culture and technology, and now we're on to religion. Two sides of the same coin. Now, we're not going to pause for this episode, we're just going to be reading. So, religion is this menu right here. This button right here will always show you religion. You can see the religious map mode by pressing R. I forgot to mention last time, you can see the technology map mode / culture map mode by pressing T on the keyboard. So, I forgot to mention that last time in the technology video. My apologies for that. But religion is a little bit more than just the belief your character follows. It plays into a lot of the aspects of the game, mostly because this is a medieval game. Religion's a lot more prominent than, say, in Europa Universalis, which is the next installment in the series. And in that game, it's mostly just flavor. There's a couple of benefits you get from different religions, but it's mostly flavor. In this game, each religion is very different. So we have the Catholics here, the Asatru here, the Orthodox over here, the Ashari over here, the Tengri up in the steppes, and the mess that is the Far East with all their damn religions. I try to avoid looking over there in religious map mode. Just look at it. It's a massive mess, the Far East. But we're going to mostly be talking about Catholic, because if you've been following the series so far, Alfred is Catholic. So that's what we're going to talk about. Now, before I start, there are a bunch of different interactions you can have between the religions. In your own religion, each religion has different reactions, actions, especially with the head of faith. For example, you can talk to the Pope and ask for indulgences and gold. You can't do that if you're playing Ashari. Or any other religion without communion. And, where is it? Theocratic head of faith. So, first things first. Every religion belongs to... We're starting with the broad strokes. Every religion belongs to a family. So, we are Catholic, which is a Christian religion of the Abrahamic family. So, what that means is we are a Christian faith belonging to the Abrahamic family. Now, all the Abrahamic families are Christianity, dualism, Islam, Judaism, and Millet Tawus Melech. Whatever the hell that is. But, as you can see up here, faiths in the same religion are considered to be hostile, faiths in the same religious family are considered to be evil, and faiths from other religious families are considered to be evil. Meaning, if you are part of the same religion, it's... for example, if we are in the Christian faith, if you have a Christian faith, then you are hostile. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. If you are an Abrahamic faith, you're evil. And if you are from a different religious family, let's say pagan, like Asatru, so, see, their family is pagan right here, you're evil. Meaning, if I reform Catholic into a new faith, the old faith will consider me hostile because it's a heresy. What you would have to do is replace one of these tenets with right, I believe. This one. I think. No. Okay. I don't exactly know how it works, but, okay, here it is. you need the ecumenism doctrine. Because if you just create a new faith here, and you don't have ecumenist, it will be hostile. Okay. So, example, Insular, which is a different Christian faith, they have ecumenist. Mosbaric, same thing. They have ecumenist. Orthodox has ecumenism. Even though Orthodoxy wouldn't exist for, I believe, like another 200 or so years. So, yeah, that's that. Alright. The 4 different families in the game are Abrahamic, which we've shown, Pagan, which is basically these guys up here, Dharmic, which is in India over here, and Sintic, which is in the Far East over here. Those are the 4 families. One of the interactions you can have against people is holy wars. We talked about that in our warfare episode. How the criteria to get a holy war means you have to be hostile or evil compared to the other faiths. So what that means is Abrahamics allow holy wars against basically everyone. You can even holy war within the religious family. If you're Dharmic, however, let's go over here. Like Buddhist, they're a Dharmic faith. You can holy war. You cannot holy war anybody who is a Dharmic faith. Even without pacifism, which disables holy wars, you cannot holy war into another Dharmic faith. Pagans basically are just unreformed savages. So if we go to Asatru, unreformed pagan, Ukonusko, unreformed pagan, Vitalist, unreformed pagan, Slovak, unreformed pagan, Tengri, unreformed pagan. The pagans are basically just unreformed. They're also in Africa here. Unreformed pagan, unreformed pagan, unreformed pagan, unreformed pagan, and there's a couple down in here as well. Unreformed pagan down over here. Except for Ibadi, that's reformed. That's Islam. And Ashari over there. Now, let's go a little bit more in depth. Each religion has tenets, sins and virtues, main doctrines, marriage, crime, clergy, and special doctrines. As well as head of faith being down here. Some of them do not have a head of the faith. Asatru cannot have a head of the faith. Right? It's somewhere in here. I'm assuming yes. Yes. Somewhere in here. Well, it doesn't show up, so I'm assuming it's no. Yeah. So head of faith would be... right here. Head of faith, none. Does not have a head of faith. They do not have a head of the faith. We have a head of faith. It is the Pope down in Rome. Over here. Basically, he gets elected by the College of Cardinals, which happens outside of the game. You cannot influence it, even though I wish you would be able to. And a new pope is chosen when the old pope dies. He can declare holy wars. And he also gets a percentage of income from all of the churches that do not like their rulers. Which is something I should have probably explain. Basically, you have a court bishop. If you see this little red hat with the plus sign next to it, that means he likes you and endorses you. If your court bishop endorses you, they will pay you taxes instead of the Pope. So, he runs all of the churches in our holdings. So, if we look at our holdings, right here. We have London, which has a church, Brentford. We have Dorset over here, which has a church in Shaftesbury. And we have Somerset, which has a church over in Taunton. All three of those churches are run by our bishop. Right here. He gets... £1 a month in total from taxes. Okay, here it is. He makes 1.4 out of taxes in our domain. He gives 0.3 to his physician, and he gives us half of what's left over. He keeps the other half to invest. Also, levies. I don't know why he's giving some levies to a bishop. Oh, our brother. Right. Some of it goes to our brother. I forgot we had a liege. So he gives some of it to the bishop in front of us, our liege's bishop, and we get what's left over. So because he has 50 opinion of us or greater, we get half his money and all of his remaining levies. Simple. Keep your court bishop happy by swaying or bribing him, and if you can't, get rid of him. Pretty simple. Now, every religion has the 3 central tenets right up here. Ours are monasticism, communion, and armed pilgrimages. These are the main functions of the religion. Basically, we can declare holy wars. We can declare great holy wars. And we get bonuses on completion of a pilgrimage, and it costs us 20% less piety to declare holy wars. And all Catholics gain 10% accolade glory gain, which is nice. Communion. You can seek indulgences from the Pope, which will also erase any sins you have committed. Says it right here. Criminal actions may seek indulgences to gain forgiveness. Spiritual heads of faith may excommunicate other characters. Honest becomes a virtue, and deceitful becomes a sin. Monasticism. Courtiers can take the vows to become a monk. Temperate becomes a virtue, gluttonous becomes a sin. And we don't have any major sins or virtues. They're all normal. And our sins are lustful, gluttonous, deceitful, sadistic, vengeful, and our virtues are the opposite: chaste, temperate, honest, compassionate, and forgiving. We're missing 2 more. Pride and humble should be here as well. There should be 1 more. The 7 deadly sins. And their opposite should be the virtues over here. Maybe haste and patient, impatient, and patient. I think those... Well, I remember patient was a virtue in CK2. I don't remember. These are the main doctrines. Male-dominated, meaning male-only and male preference succession laws. Claims of women can only be pressed against other women, children, or incapable rulers. Women do not get implicit claims on their parents' titles. Women cannot be granted titles. Only men and vassals can be appointed to chancellors, stewards, and marshals. And all opinion of female rulers is down by 10. It sounds worse than it is. Trust me on that. Righteous adherents of other faiths will have opinion penalties of 100%, meaning normal. You can revoke landed titles from evil infidels without incurring tyranny. And minority vassal opinion goes down by 10. Theocratic. Temple holdings are leased out to their holder's realm priest, who then serves them as a theocratic vassal. We already talked about this. Pilgrimage is encouraged, but not mandatory. Has access to the pilgrimage activity. Monotheist. Faiths from other religious families are evil. And ecumenist. Other Christian faiths with ecumenist are considered astray instead of hostile. Monogamous. These are the marriage doctrines. Basically, what we're going through right now is the basically the day-to-day operations of how the religion functions. Rulers, if allowed by gender law, can have one spouse. Rulers gain significant bonus when they marry for the first time. Divorce must be approved. Characters are allowed to divorce their spouse if their spiritual head of faith approves, or head of house if no spiritual head of faith exists. Meaning we have to ask the Pope if we want to get divorced. Avanculate marriage, meaning marriage between cousins, aunts, nephews, uncles, nieces is allowed. Relations between cousins, aunts, nephews, and uncles or nieces will not give the incest secret. As long as they are not directly related, family members are permitted to marry each other for the good of the dynasty. It's medieval times. Bastards. Bastards can be legitimized by their head of house or dynasty head if the dynasty head approves. Meaning the head of the house head can ask the dynasty head to legitimize a bastard. Bastards are children born outside of wedlock. I am not being insulting, that's just what they are called. Crime doctrines. Same-sex relations are shunned. Men with the sodomite trait are shunned. Male adultery is shunned. Deviancy is criminal, meaning any deviations in intercourse is criminal. Female adultery is criminal. Witchcraft is criminal. And kinslayer, anybody who has a kinslayer is a criminal in the eyes of the dynasty. Kinslayer or worse. So I believe it's kinslayer and familial kinslayer. I think that's it. Clergy doctrines. Clerical function is control, meaning all Catholic clergy gain a control growth of 20%. Clerical gender is only men, meaning only men can get temples or serve as court chaplains. Clerical marriage is disallowed, meaning priests cannot marry. Clerical appointment is spiritual and for life, which we just talked about earlier with the Pope. The head of the faith or clergy appoints all realm priests and court chaplains, and they have that seat for life. You cannot remove them, unless you get the Pope to remove them. By that I mean you get the Pope to excommunicate the priest, and you throw the priest in jail. And you do that if there is no other option, because you can't do that to gain all their money anymore, which is unfortunate, but it was kind of an exploit. Funerary tradition, Stoic burial, meaning the funeral activity gives you more opportunities to gain piety. And our coronation tradition is imperial anointment, meaning empire tier or higher, meaning empire or hegemons, must use the anointment sovereign law instead of the normal anointment law. And to do that, you have to get permission from the Pope, meaning you usually have to bribe the Pope. And special doctrine, teaching of Jesus, non-Christian faiths with the Christian synchronism tenet are considered hostile instead of evil, meaning the faith deviates extremely significantly, but intermarriage is still possible. Mutual 30 plus 30 opinion bonus with faiths that have the Christian synchronism tenet, meaning these people adhere to the teachings of Jesus, but they do not acknowledge his divinity. And while blasphemous, it's entirely possible that they can be converted to the true religion. Or they can learn that what they're doing is wrong. So, that's that. But there's one other thing I need to talk about. Two actually. If you click this Other Faiths tab, you can see all the Christian faiths in the world. You can actually convert to any by clicking on it here and then clicking Convert to Faith. As long as you have enough piety, you can convert. If you unclick that, you can see every faith in the game. Just look how many faiths there are. And you can convert to all of these, even, where is it? Hellenic. Greco-Roman. Right here. The faith that the Greeks and the Romans used to do. Of course, it takes a ridiculous amount of piety. But you could do it. Which I think is hilarious. But if we go back to Catholic now, you can also, this tab right under Beliefs is Holy Sites. You can see every holy site that Catholicism owns right here and what they give you. You can also see them on the map, marked by the symbol of our religion, the cross. You have one in Canterbury, Cologne, Santiago, the Vatican, and Jerusalem. Over here you can see who controls what. Wessex controls Canterbury, Asturias controls Santiago, Lotharingia controls Cologne, Rome is controlled by the papacy, and the Abbasids hold Jerusalem. If a ruler holds these holy sites and is Catholic, we gain these bonuses. So at some point we may want to consider attacking Jerusalem in a crusade. You yourself do not get these bonuses, and you do not get any more bonuses, but when a Catholic controls it, every single Catholic in the world gains these bonuses. So, from Canterbury, we get faster sways, and religious vassal opinion up by 5. Those are priests, like us, plus 5, like every Catholic ruler, plus 5 more. Santiago, Holy Order higher cost, down 10%. We will have to talk about Holy Orders soon. I will have to unpause for that. It'll take a while. But that is, actually no, maybe we'll split that up into an advanced guide. We'll talk about that. Supply duration, 20%. Our supplies last longer. Catholic, for Cologne, we get control growth 5% up, and cultural fascination progress up 5%. That one's really good. Rome, stewardship +1, development growth plus 10%. That's great. And Jerusalem, which we do not currently get, is county conversion speed 20%, and monthly piety up 20%. Or is that it's 20% faster to convert Jerusalem because it's a holy site? I don't know. But either way, both of those are good. And lastly, create new Christian faith, which I showed you earlier. But this is how to create a new faith. You basically go through, you select which doctrines you would like, whatever you feel like. Let's say, I don't know, we wanted to go, I don't know, let's find something here. I don't know, legalism. Just a virtue, arbitrary a sin. Reduce law costs for every virtue. Yada yada yada. Virtuous rulers are less likely to get factions. Electors are more likely to vote for just lieges. It makes a major virtue and a major sin, too. Wow. So, you do that. Let's say, I don't know, let's make witchcraft shunned instead of criminal, and I don't know, spiritual revocable. And clerical marriage allowed. Let's choose a name, I don't know. Beepu. Beep. Beep. And beeps. And then we, I don't know, we do the cross of St. Paul's cross. And if we had a duchy tier title or higher, and we had that amount of piety, we could click this button and convert to our new Beepu faith. So, yeah. I believe that's everything regarding religion, though. That's all I've gotten written down, and all the other stuff as well. So, I will leave you all off right here, and I will see you all in the next episode, so stay tuned and goodbye.